And now it's time for Hobo Reviews with Willie B.A. Hobo. Tonight's review, Toy Story 4. Oh my god, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life! Breaking the fourth wall or breaking the fourth spoilers? There's this toy named Woody who 9 years ago... No, really, 9 years ago. That, if you don't believe me, watch the movie. It says 9 years ago, Mama. Woody is trying to save RC from falling in the gutter. Or at least I think it's his gutter. Anyway, he was falling, running, and they save him. But then the window closes, and they're giving away toys to all the good little boys and girls. And one of them just happened to be Bo Peep. Ah, now we know why she wasn't at the beginning of Toy Story 3. It all makes sense, Mama. Woody wants to save her, but Bo's like, it's time to move on, Mama. So she moves on. And then we fast forward and basically the intro with the title shows Andy playing with his toys and then eventually passing it off to Bonnie and then Bonnie's playing with the toys. So you kind of get an idea of how, a recap of the third movie basically. Or at least the ending of it all over again. So, get the tissues out! But not for long! Although you might need them later, Mama, trust me. So then, Bonnie's playing with these toys, and Woody happens to be stuck in the closet because, well, he's not being played with as much anymore, Mama. And so he wants to try and be with Bonnie and have the same bondage with her as he once had with Andy, Mama. But then Bonnie has to go to a kindergarten orientation, but she's not allowed to bring a toy. How could you not bring a toy? Quick guacamole. I know, that's insane, Mama, play Mama boy. But Woody says, fuck it. I'm just going to hide in the backpack and I'm going to make her kindergarten orientation the best one ever because she's going to be lonely otherwise, Mama. And it proves to be that way because some brat steals all the coloring tools so she can't make a pencil holder, Mama. So Woody comes out of the backpack, takes some coloring stuff, takes some utensils. No, really, there was a spork in there, Mama. Although it might have been a fork, but in any case, it was plastic, Mama. And Bonnie makes a new toy named Forky. Kind of makes sense since it's pretty much made with the fork. But Forky thinks he's trash and decides to run to the trash can, Mama. But Woody, being the big brother toy that he is, takes good care of Forky. And doesn't let him get away, even though Forky tries to get away. And so then this leads to a road trip! Not like the vacation movie, thank God for that. But Forky again runs away. Woody says, you know what? You need to learn to be a toy. I know you were made from all kinds of stuff and you're not really a toy and you came from the trash can, but you are a toy because Bonnie cares for you. You need to be there for Bonnie. Okay, I think I get it now. I'm Bonnie's trash. Close enough. So then they catch up and get to this carnival. Which, interesting. And what also happened to be at a carnival? Second Antique. Get it? A second chance for antique toys? That's where they made this one toy who's like a doll, because he is one, who has a pull string, like Woody's, but hers is defective, so she can never be with someone. Except she wants to be with the one person, who happens to be called Harmony. Okay, that's even weird for me, Mama. But in any case, she then decides, you know what? You have a pull string toy sound mechanism just like me. Why don't we just switch? And Woody's like, no, that ain't gonna happen. I just needed to get Forky out of here so I could try and find Bo. And that didn't really work out. But eventually they do find Bo at the carnival. And she's been doing quite well, Mama. But then Buzz has to go and save Woody because Woody's in trouble, Mama. And so the race is on to try and get Woody again, Mama. And he runs into some new carnival toys. A stuffed duck and a stuffed bunny. I know, it's interesting to say the least, Mama. And Bo has a friend. A teeny tiny police car, Mama. I mean, police woman, Mama. And her sheep, obviously, which apparently now we get their names after, not knowing their names in the first two movies that they were in, Mama. And so they have to try and save each other. Oh, and they run into this daredevil motorcycle from Canada, Mama. Because, the Raptors just won the world championship, so they need to have something good from Canada, Mama. And so they all go to try and save Forky. But how do I put this delicately? It's a trap! Because of all these dummies. No, really, they look like dummies. You know, from the Goosebumps movie, or the Goosebumps stories, and so they capture Woody, and they think they got him, but then they don't. And then they get him, and then they don't. And all this happens in the antique store. And then they're like, Forky's done. We're forked. Guess what? I'm still going to save Forky, says Woody. So the rest of the toys go, bye-bye, you're on your own. He still tries to save Forky, but guess who he runs into? The doll, who's trying to get a, owner. Because now she knows what Woody's gone through, thanks to Forky telling her all about Woody. See, it's amazing how much he knows about Woody. They barely know each other. But Woody understands now. It's important for her to be with that special someone. And he's not being played as much anyway, so you might as well give a donor, in this case, the sound box. And so she's able to have a nice sounding voice again. And finally gets to be with Harmony. Except Harmony's a big fat bitch who says, fuck it. It's just an antique store. That is a shame, Mama. So Woody says, you know what, Harmony? You need to be with someone named Bonnie. So then they try to save her and get all of them over to Bonnie. Meanwhile, while all that's going on in the RV, because they happen to be at an RV, they are running into obstacles like, a flat tire, and they're trying to get out of here, and wait, my backpack, and wait, where's Forky? Forky, says Bonnie. And so the toys try to create a diversion in order to stall for time, per se. So then Woody and the others then go and they're going to save everyone to be with Bonnie. Except the doll runs and sees a girl who's alone, lost, crying, upset. A lot of kids have done this before. She realizes that's where I need to be. And the two are together and bond together. And then with the help of the police officers, they reunite the families, Meanwhile, the other police officer runs into the RV who's like, herky jerky, left, right, and I'm guessing they got away with a ticket, because they kept talking about, the daddy's gonna go to jail, but he didn't go to jail, because, come on, it's a kid's movie, And so Woody then realizes, you know what, I need to be with Bo. Here we go again, but this time, Buns and the others let Woody go be with Bo. So now Woody, Bo, and the other carnival toys are all together, and the rest of the gang survives without Woody. Or at least we think we will. Unless there's a fifth movie that talks about how the two signs coexist, which I don't think so, because 4 is enough for Mama. I, for one, love this movie because, well, it's Toy Story. And this puts a bow, unlike the third movie, this puts a bow on the whole Toy Story saga. Unless I just jinxed it and we get a fifth one in like 3 fucking years or something like that. This is Willie B.A. Hobo saying, toys! You got toys! Come on, I'm a girl. Come on, toy! Come on! I promise I won't dump it into the antique store!